Thank you, Adam. The controversial millionaires tax has now become law, but the fight to keep it from ever taking effect is only just beginning. Sean Chitness live this morning with more on the multiple ways critics hope to keep it from becoming permanent policy in Washington state. And this is still a very heated topic, Sean.
Maria, that's right. So while we watch the governor and his supporters celebrate as he signed that new bill into law, even he had to acknowledge that this was not the end of it and that ultimately voters will have to decide if it does become permanent policy. And he is referencing what Republicans have been saying well before the signing of that bill, which is to collect the necessary signatures and then bring this issue to a future ballot. They hope voters will repeal the millionaires tax when it does go before them. Now, they need to get 340,000 signatures by early July to do that. Critics have also questioned whether the focus on millionaires alone is just temporary. There's going to be a lawsuit which is expected to take this debate to the Washington State Supreme Court as well. Opponents will argue it's an income tax which violates the state constitution. They say if your income is a form of property, a tax must be applied evenly to everyone.
We're just asking the court to continue to enforce the law as it's been in effect for the last 100 years.
I believe in paying what I owe. For too long, rich people like me have paid less than we truly do, thanks to a tax code skewed our way.
So supporters say that 9.9% tax on incomes over $1 million a year will provide free meals for students in Washington and help more people receive the working families tax credit. Governor Ferguson defended the new law yesterday by focusing in on the bottom 20% of families in the state. He says they pay almost 14% of their total income in state and local taxes, while some of the wealthiest in Washington pay a smaller percentage of their income. Ferguson also said it will create the largest tax break for small businesses in the state's history. So if the millionaires tax does survive this challenge as well as some of the others, it would take effect in 2028 and we would start to see the first payments due in 2029. Live in Seattle, Sean Chitness, Fox 13 News.